Julian de Guzman. That's a legend. That's a soccer. That's a Canadian icon, bro.
Julian de Guzman.
Yeah, bro.
Was he on Montreal Impact?
Was he? No.
Okay, I'm dissing.
He wasn't, I don't think.
I'm dissing.
I don't know. I don't know anything about Canadian.
I don't know
soccer.
Canadian. I don't know.
I know more about
soccer.
Nigerian soccer.
We're watching
Canadian
Euro.
soccer. Or
I got.
we're looking at them talk about Euro.
I got liquid crack in a cup.
Actually, we can't. Actually, yeah.
Are those good?
Yo,
They look good. Like,
it's
they
crack in a
taste
cup.
let me
good,
tell you something. You know how crack cocaine is white?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen this drink and crack cocaine at the same time?
Ooh.
I have.
Shit. That's what shows
That's
up
all
on
I'm
the
saying.
weekend?
Yo, listen, that drink is mud. Let me tell you that. Like, don't.
Is it better than Starbucks's?
Yo, it's better than anything.
Starbucks's?
It's yo. It tastes like cornmeal porridge.
Starbucks?
It tastes like cornmeal
You're not,
porridge.
you're not selling it. You're not selling
I'm
it.
I'm not completely sold. Stop.
That was a horrible way to sell it, man.
Yo, come on, man.
Start the show.
Oh yeah. Let me play E.
I'm gonna do ad-libs all day today in respect to the Migos.
Yes, we are.
So if you guys start hearing ad-libs when you're talking, just keep going.
Episode 158.
158.
Episode 158. Hey, you already know who we are. Cheers. True North View Podcast. TMV.
B.
In a place to be.
B.
Skipping beats.
Jeez.
Yo, it's that easy?
No, it low-key is. Culture
Nah,
2
we're
showed
just-
us it was. We'll talk about that later.
I'm dead.
Let's go.
True North Views Podcast. Of course, we are Toronto's official, unofficial podcast discussing hip-hop, R&B, and the culture. If you don't know
Culture with
by
a K.
now, culture.
For today, just for today's episode,
Culture.
Cultures with a K.
Okay. That's like a triple on. Wow, don't even.
Wow.
Don't ask us how we do.
Ask me how.
Wow.
I bring you on that over to you.
Wow. I go by the name of Harris.
You already know what it is. It's Dill Dot, the podcast K Dot, aka Caramel Poppy, aka the Caramel God, aka no more AKAs. Pull it up with the logo. 3-pointers only. Bang.
You already know what it is. Skirt Master here, Mr. Triple Double himself, 0 assist, stealing 70 mil from the TTC, on my way to an NBA championship. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. You can call me Just Shola. And as usual, we are here giving you our views from the perspective of a few first-generation Canadians.
That was really good, bro. That was really good, bro.
Wow.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. Baby.
A few things about this episode. There's a fly in the room. I don't know how it got here.
Good thing you said that, because you might see me swing randomly. You see that? Just allow it.
For our YouTube viewers, yes, in fact, I did go into my wardrobe and choose the tightest clothes that I have.
I knew it. Other people have talked about it as well.
You know, I felt good about my body.
Hey, man.
Listen, man.
Man, did a few push-ups this morning. I was like, yo, I'm nice. That chest popping. Pause.
I feel alright, yo. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you're on DSPs, then go on our YouTube.
Yes.
And definitely see what I'm wearing.
And then go on Instagram and then like the picture of him, see wearing
Exactly.
it, and see what we're all wearing. And then talk about what we're wearing.
Exactly.
How you like my knees, guys? How you like my knees?
Now, there's a good reason why we're talking about our socials. Of course, we always have to start with the plug. Twitter, like we mentioned. Instagram, like we mentioned. YouTube, like we mentioned. We all go by the same handle on each of those platforms.
Yep.
At True North Views. Go follow that. All of that algorithmic stuff we would definitely appreciate on our Instagram.
Thank you.
Which you will find, on our YouTube, of course, first and foremost, the full audio-visual experience. You have an archive of TMV clips on there. And again, very selective interviews that we have on there. So if we have one on there, it's worth a listen. Of course, there's a playlist for it. So go on our YouTube and check out all of that good stuff.
Check
on
it
our
out.
Instagram, what you will find, similar to YouTube in some ways. So we post when the episode comes out. And then again, in our archives, we got some TMV clips on there. New clip came out this week as well about Toronto music. So, check out our Instagram and you know, again, support it, like the stuff, share in your stories, follow us, all that good shit. On our Twitter, it's random liking, random tweeting, random retweeting, subtweeting, trying to holla at. No way, she was canceled last year, so I can't say the name.
Redacted.
Redacted.
Wait, the girl on 6 Lakh show?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. The girls' show that I went to. And I took bare pictures, some of the best photos of my life.
I feel like I know.
And then she has a song called The City Name.
Oh, okay. Yep. Say less.
Redacted. Yeah, man, all that good shit happens from our Twitter. But just know that anything that you see on our Twitter or really on any of our socials, if it was posted by me, then it definitely happened while I was
back home smoking legal.
Meditation, you see, is very important. It teaches us awareness.
Medicating.
It teaches us acceptance. You know, you just accept that it was too late, so we don't need to say it now. And if you learn those two things, the show will go on. I'm fucking around at this point.
The show will go. Oh no, it's not the song. Isn't there like a Celine Dion song about something goes on? And something goes on. Celine Dion something.
And
why do I know what you're talking about?
I know, right? I feel like I'm fucking it up at the same time.
I'll always love you.
That's not Celine Dion.
Yes. No, that's Whitney Houston. That's Whitney Houston.
Put some respect on the queen.
No, go on.
Put some respect on the queen. That's crazy.
There's a Celine Dion song where something, and I'll go on and on.
Celine is a queen, though.
She is a queen.
She Canadian queen.
So that's God versus God. We can't.
That's true, still.
Battle of the Gods. We need a little up there for me. A little bit.
You're right. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying though, like
it's different levels of God. But we're both gods.
Beerus crushed King Kai, but King Kai still runs his own planet. You know.
Oh,
you watch Dragon Ball Super.
I thought talking about Game of Thrones. I was like, yo, let's go there because I'm ready. I'm not ready. I'm still on season 5 though, but this pre-potpourri. Let's get in there. Pre-potpourri.
What do we got?
What are you watching?
I'm just watching Game of Thrones. Did you see Game of Thrones?
Yeah, of course.
Yes,
you just started getting into it.
I started last week, so I'm in season 5.
At what
point am I?
At what episode did you say this is a good show?
About episode 5.
Yeah.
Season 1?
Season 1, yeah.
I can see
to be honest, the first 2 episodes took me about 3 days to get through. But I've gone through slow shows before. Like one of my favorite shows, the whole first season is even poorly rated. It got canceled after the first season.
Yeah.
And then Amazon picked it up called Expanse, and then it got good reviews after. But the first season is so slow. So I was like, you know what? If I can get through that, I can get through this.
But the first season's not slow though.
The first 2 episodes
slow, but a lot of
like
getting a lot of information at once.
Like building like
you're getting a lot of information at once.
Universe,
I felt like, and I was like, well, before I can know who this guy is,
another character.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? Yeah. But then when you see them all tie in, you're like, oh, it's worth it. Like I have to go back again and watch season 1.
I'm gonna rewatch it again.
I'm realizing like there's stuff in season 1, season 2.
That's a good point.
It was until like halfway through season 2 I started understanding who everyone was.
Yeah.
Halfway through season 1, I'm still like, who's that guy? Oh yeah, he's that guy. So, but it's definitely a good show. I can see why people were watching it.
I just been watching like Catfish and shit like that.
MTV
vlogs, you know, all that good shit. No, other than that, I'm still watching Startup.
Good show.
I'm gonna start watching it.
Very good show. You enjoy it.
Thing is back. Lupin is back.
Yep. I watched the first.
Is it good?
I haven't started that yet.
Half of the first episode last night.
The first season's real good.
Okay.
Or first part.
First part, whatever they call it. But I feel like you'll like it.
I haven't started. Is it all 4 at once or whatever?
Yeah,
I don't know how many
all
episodes
4 or
it was.
5. I think it's 5.
Probably. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I started watching last night, and then I was like, you know what? I'm too tired, and I want to pay attention.
And then I think there's like 2 more shows that are coming out, like 2 new seasons that are coming out.
Maybe. What's Ozark's coming out?
What's the one that's always on TNT?
The one with the robbers.
I never know the
Animal
name of
Kingdom.
That show. Animal Kingdom.
But that's coming. That's gonna be episodic. So I'm gonna wait till the whole season ends and then watch it. I don't want to watch it weekly.
Speaking of episodic, All Americans done?
Is it done yet? I don't know.
I don't know yet.
I thought it was done, and I watched the whole thing.
2-3 episodes. I'm like, nah, fam.
I thought it was done.
I'm letting this shit build up. I'm not following this once a week, dog.
I watched 11 episodes, and I was like, I googled, and they're like, oh no, there's like 16 episodes in the season. I was cheese. I'm like, yo, I would have waited the whole 16 episodes to air.
Nah, I need to binge that.
That's what I'm trying to do too. So I haven't watched it for a while.
We're so spoiled.
It's not even that. Honestly, it's not that.
To me, it's my time.
To me, it's selective. No.
Because watch the next episode next week.
You're right.
But that's
first of all, let me say that you're right. So let me not say no for that. But I'm saying that I actually prefer episodic.
No, I don't.
That's why I said for a show like All American, no thanks, bro. I need that shit to build up.
Nah.
I need to binge that. Like a show like
Game of Thrones, I probably would have not go. I probably could never watch it if it was on TV every week. I would not be able to.
I think that was the best part of it.
No, binging it
every Sunday was like, yo, it's Game of
Thrones Day. Like
I know
and
that.
then on Twitter, everybody's talking about it. It was lit.
I don't know, but binging it was different. Like I feel like it made me enjoy a lot more binging.
Like Insecure. I love
Like,
watching it with the fam on Twitter.
Yo,
I gotta watch that.
I miss Twitter, man. I need to hop back on.
But yeah.
no, you definitely need to hop back on. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no shit. I'm barely watching nothing, man.
Honestly,
I just been
Just
like
random
watching
shit,
docs
bro.
and shit.
that's the thing. It's only because of Game of Thrones. That's all I'm watching. It took me a while too to find. Someone just got Crave, and I was like, you know what? Let me hop on. Let me see what Crave has. And they have the HBO
Crave
shows.
has some shit still.
So now I'm watching. Now
some
I
shit.
think I'm gonna try to watch some HBO like Sopranos. I never watched Sopranos. I heard it's good.
Did you watch the
few
the
classics
shop?
I've never watched?
So I want to start watching those. I want to watch The Wire.
The LeBron one with Jay-Z?
Oh,
I
the
haven't.
Oh,
And I still want to watch the KD Cole.
Oh,
Still
I
haven't
didn't even watch
I
that.
haven't watched that either. Is that on? Is that on?
It's on Crave.
Oh
The
shit!
shop,
I
yeah.
gotta watch that.
God damn.
Yo, I'm have to do that. Want to do one of those like tomorrow?
God
I'm have to
damn.
put that on tomorrow if we're here.
Yo.
In the back, put that
good
on.
Point. Good point. Yo.
Because there's a big facing between the games
Good
too.
point,
Because first game's
yo.
at 3.
Please remind me. Please, whatever you do, remind me.
To do
Because
what?
I'm gonna forget to play it.
Oh, okay.
Yo, play that. Yo, play that. Because I'm definitely gonna forget.
I'll remember.
Music potpourri.
Jeez.
A good thing about this episode is that we're not gonna fluff it.
No fluff.
No fluff.
Well, we
not
say
gonna
that
fluff
now.
it.
Straight to the good
We always-
stuff.
but
We say
we
that
have
now.
to
That's why I don't
rep-
want to say it.
It's setting intention.
You know what? You're
It's
right.
setting intention. So
Going
into
with
the
rather
universe.
than not saying it and then falling victim to our elaborations.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yo, we're bad. We're so bad.
HBD's in the culture. Let's just go, man. We're fluffing by trying to explain not fluffing.
That's crazy.
That's the funny part.
irony.
That's crazy. That's
It's
the
a
crazy
show
part.
about nothing.
Oh, that's fire actually.
Save that title for like.
I'm gonna put that in the back
I
pocket.
think I did that episode name up.
Did you
already.
really?
I had like 32 or
Who
something.
cares? No one's gonna go back there. We're 200 by then.
True. HBD's in the culture, man. Like
Let's
you said.
go. June 7th, Iggy Azalea turned 31.
It is Gemini season again, so we're trying to test which people in the culture is the best zodiac.
Oh, it's Virgo.
Is the best
Oh, it's
zodiac.
Hands down Virgo.
Hands
I thought
down.
it was Capricorn.
Michael
No,
Jackson.
it's Virgo. Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Nas.
Dylan Stewart. Come on. man.
Shola, come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at that top 5 right there.
That's fire. That's a crazy top 5.
Top 5.
That's a crazy top 5.
That's
Sick.
Beyonce, Nas, Michael Jackson,
Dylan, Shola. You kidding me? Tell me, name a better top 5.
Nori.
We'll beat you guys in anything. You name it. Singing, ball, 3-pointers only, triple-double, no assist.
Bang,
Yo,
bang, bang.
Michael Jackson dead. I will still beat you.
Edge is the GOAT. That's the GOAT.
One of my favorites.
Okay.
One of my favorites.
Okay.
Goats. It's just Goat
I'm
Central.
sick.
June 7th, Iggy Azalea 31. AI, Allen Iverson,
Shout out
he turned
Iverson.
46. Sway Lee, he turned 28. Freddie Wap turned 30. And L.A. Reid, sorry, he turned 65.
Shout out to LA too.
June 8th, oh, I didn't put a year here. I'm sorry. Kanye West, the GOAT. Fight me. I forgot how old he turned, but yo, happy birthday to
That's
him.
a strong case for Gemini, though. That's
Is
yay.
it? LA Reid, Kanye.
And that's LA Reid. Sorry,
you guys
how
only have Kanye,
disrespectful
to
of
be
me. I'm like, that's yay, as if LA
Yeah.
Reid was him right
That's not
above.
LA Reid. That's LA Reid. That's the
They have
face.
AI too.
And AI? Oh my
That's
god.
wild.
And Iggy in Australia?
I don't know if you guys really want to claim that one.
I don't know about that one.
In Australia.
Over there. June 9th, the other GOAT, Udonis Haslam,
UD.
best port 36 this season. Go look it up. 41. Oh God, he old. And June 11th, Jessie Reyes, shout out to Toronto. She
Jessie
turned 30.
Reyes.
Drew Holiday, shout out to him doing his thing in the playoffs. He also turned 30. And Lil Duval, funny ass man, he turned 44. Please give him a round of
actually in love
applause.
with her still.
And somewhere in between there, Diana Taurasi, the GOAT.
Ah.
Diana Taurasi, the motherfucking WNBA GOAT.
She out here.
She's 39. She
39.
turned 39.
Yep.
So shout out to all of those people in the culture that celebrated birthdays. All right.
All right.
All right.
Moving on. So
Let's get
Drake,
into it. Let's get into it.
we're getting on to Drake.
Can't be a
Same
tone,
way
can't be
Drake
a-
says, I said I wouldn't mention a plane,
But there goes a plane or some shit.
but there goes a plane. It's the same way we're mentioning Drake.
Well, we talk about Drake every week. Here it is. Drake and Live Nation to open history, a new concert venue in Toronto. We all know who Drake is. Live Nation is also They're what do you call those people that put on shows?
What do you call them? What do you call
Promoters,
them?
event planners.
They
put on shows.
You know who the fuck they are.
If someone's coming to the show, it's probably sponsored by Live Nation.
For sure.
Here it is. Blah blah blah. A new Drake and Live Nation will open history, a new live entertainment venue in the superstar's hometown, Toronto, later this year.
Toronto.
Some of my most memorable shows were performed in smaller rooms, like history. Drake said.
Like the J. Cole Sound Academy. Legendary.
I heard about that one. I wanted to take memories and learn, and what I learned to create an incredible experience for both the fan and the artist. It will be a 2,500 capacity venue, and he wanted to be intimate for fans and the concert, and it will host about 200 shows per year. It will be located at
The beaches, no?
somewhere in the beaches, yeah.
200 shows a year in the East.
1663 Queen Street East. It was like Lakeshore and somewhere.
That's love to Scarborough.
But we talked about it because Scarborough is the place to go if you want to have a show. Like those are where they'll show out.
Now
like,
I'm trying.
Not saying we don't show out in the West, but like, we don't show out like that. Like we're car people. Scarboroughs are like we will take the bus to go see
East
you.
is different.
West are like if we can't get a ride, we ain't going.
Yeah,
The East
we're
is
bougie
different.
out here.
Admittedly, the East is different. Although I mean, again, the West moved different too. We can't slight them at all.
Exactly. Everyone's different in their own ways.
What was I gonna say? I was trying to scroll someone's timeline because she had kind of called Drake out in some ways.
For what?
To a point where it's like, yo, it sounds good on paper, but is this really gonna help? Because the idea here is that there's so much talent in locally. Right, even if it's as openers, it doesn't have to be headliners.
Yeah.
Even if it's openers, you call a local artist. Perform,
we have so
right?
many artists here.
200 shows a year, you can get 2 artists per. That's fucking 400 motherfuckers that you didn't have before. Apparently, the first 2 acts on the venue do not cater to black music at all.
Yeah, this history thing.
This venue,
Like the first 2 events.
Yeah.
yeah,
Who are the 2 acts? Do you
That
know?
are booked.
2 like I don't know what names or genres.
Okay.
But they're nothing associated with hip hop or black music in any way, shape, or form.
But that's fine
Thus,
for me.
Drake almost damn near saying, low key, I know which type of crowd I want here. Am I looking too far into it?
I mean,
or is there a point
I
there?
can see what you're saying, like, because first impressions are everything. Like, so if the first few events are this kind of genre, this kind of optic, right? I guess that's what's gonna happen going forward. But like, it's just opening up. You know what I mean? You never know. Like, what's gonna happen?
I see what
200 shows a year. How are they gonna have 200 shows of that?
They can.
And also,
They can. But there's gonna be.
but also, it's also a 2,500,000 venue. How many people in the city are actually selling out?
They can
that
sell
amount?
2,500.
No, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying.
Acts.
Those opening acts could probably
And
sell
hip-hops
out the
can Still
venue.
be there. You still have the blacks and the Earth Gangs of the world that do 2,500.
Okay, so let me put it this way. In Toronto, name someone other than Drake and The Weeknd who can sell out that venue.
But I'm not saying that. I'm saying if Polo G performs,
Oh, of course
you
he'll sell
get
that
2
out.
local artists
To open up.
it. But it's a Polo G show, which is a black music audience,
Right.
I get what you're
as
saying.
opposed to whatever.
Wait,
that
so where's the
genre-
white people coming from?
Yo, I don't know, but I wish I could find it.
No, it's all good.
Drake first 2 acts of new venue or something. I don't know what to search, but it's
I get what
not black
Dylan
music
said. I get what
associated.
both you guys are saying. Like, you don't want shots ringing off the
I guess
first day
that's
you
the
get there.
Yeah, you don't want to set the precedent of that happening. I get
And
it.
sucks that, but I get what you're saying. It also sucks that it's like the black people that are actually I don't want black people there.
Yeah, as
but you
well.
never know what's the act. Maybe.
Yeah, they might just
Yo,
start
black
out
people that
that
show
way.
up anyway.
But you
Fuck
know,
it.
like they gotta book shows somehow, some way.
I don't know, man.
They have artists to book.
I see both sides. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, more to be seen with the venue, but
Yeah, for
nonetheless,
sure.
I mean, it's still
a
still a
good
look.
look.
it's a good look.
It's a good look for the city.
Nonetheless,
Yeah.
we got breaking news.
Oh, breaking news. Yes.
breaking news!
Polo G arrested in Miami.
Oh damn!
Let me just
Is
open
this
up the link
before
right
or
here.
after his Breakfast Club interview?
This was today.
Like,
This morning. I think it was
Shit.
this morning or last night.
Didn't he just drop?
Yes, he did.
He had a wild night.
Polo G.
He had a wild
He
night.
definitely did. He definitely did.
Wild. I shouldn't be laughing because he got arrested.
Why did
before.
they take a knee and do a fist? What does that mean?
Black Power?
I don't know.
Was he black?
This time it's become more gimmicky than actually even meaning anything.
I don't know what the. Anyway.
American rapper Polo G, whose real name is this is outing a man's name, Taurus Bartlett, was arrested Saturday morning on multiple charges in Miami. The 22-year-old faces battery on a police officer, threatening a public servant, resisting an officer with violence, resisting an officer without violence, and criminal mischief.
Damn.
And then it was just breaking
It'd be
news.
like that sometimes, though.
Oh, he got to get a lawyer. He'd be fine.
But he about to sell over 100 this week too.
He's probably
so.
turned
He'll be
after the
fine.
club.
Oh, he's fine. It's, breaking news. But yeah, that's all.
That's funny.
Shout out to Polo G. Just having, like you said, having a good weekend.
Yeah, prayers too. Nonetheless, I mean,
For real,
hopefully things go smoothly.
He's not that type of person to be in the news like that. So that's why it's more surprising for me. If it was a baby, it wouldn't be news, No offense to the baby, but
Damn, so
what I'm
where
saying?
they do that at?
Right.
We're talking
Payola.
That's payola.
in the Canadian music scene, apparently.
Yes, sir. So there was an
It was on the interwebs.
what the
I was,
hell?
I was
Max
scrolling,
suspended you
scrolling
to-
through the Instagram streets like I usually do.
Screets.
And so basically there was an interview.
According to my research,
There was an interview with a very prominent, I'm not going to say their name, there was a very prominent figure in the music scene, the DJ, that was talking about how to work a record, basically, right? So I'm going to pull up the clip here real quick.
Nothing these people say surprises me. Put it that way. Nothing they say
Before we
surprises
get
me.
to it,
It's pretty interesting.
Like, I know these shits.
But you only get 10 streams a month.
I don't know if you guys
your volume is fucked up?
Yeah, send your shit.
Nothing, basically. So it's okay, yeah.
Okay, let me see if I'll send it to you.
Yeah, like post the link in the.
Yeah.
I was like, what? This thing kills me.
Yo, allow me, fam. It's a 6S.
You know what? Why you do
Like,
that?
my
Why?
phone volume was fucked up
Have you
at one point
posted
too,
it?
yo. So I know the pain.
I sent it to Harris
You know what? I was gonna
How did you
say.
send it?
on
Via-
Instagram.
Via what? Via IG.
On the IG
Do I
sphere.
look like I have
Open
IG notifications on?
open IG on your computer, so you use a thing to do it.
Honestly, I'm already deep into the phone still.
We're too far gone right now.
Own 100% of your masters, but you only get 10 streams a month. So you own 100% of nothing, basically. So it's okay. Yeah, owning your masters
Oh,
works
right,
if
one.
you got your business.
Yeah, that's not even the right one. That's crazy. Yo, that's wild. I'm like, wait, what the fuck is this guy? He's spitting facts right now.
I was waiting for the payola point. I was like, where's the payola coming in? Because
Yeah,
there's no shit to do.
I
with
said-
that. I was rolling. I was like, okay.
I'm like, yo, this
I was
guy's
like, okay, it's one, but where's that connection? I'm waiting for that connection.
But I almost felt like I can anticipate the connection. I don't even know how.
I couldn't see it
I
coming.
was rolling. I
Fam,
was like,
I thought so
I was like,
too.
okay, you're saying he owns 100%.
I sent it to you. I sent the real one.
and
to
I'm
you.
like, yo, Loki, I would want 100% of Tendo.
And that's how I was saying, where's he going with this? Like, why would payola be
bad.
killing it? Yo, check your phone again.
Sent it?
He
Yeah,
sent it. Hopefully the
it's
right
the
one
right,
this
it's the
time.
right one. I'm funny. I know.
Work a record at radio, you better have $1 million ready.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
You're talking about really working a record. Like you're working a record cross north, not just on Flow, because you remember Flow's the only hip hop station here in Canada,
but
right? So you're trying to get your record working. There's a lot that comes with that. Now, yeah, you can get your record in there, but expect to be spending money if you want your career to blow up. Like, work a record at radio, you better have $1 million ready.
But that's not new, though.
Right. So, but as a person that studied journalism, as a student, studied broadcast. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? It's not something that is.
It's a slap in the face.
It's like it's frowned upon. It goes against the code of ethics of broadcast.
Yeah, no
You
shit.
know what I mean?
So
like,
I listened to a podcast about payola before, and this thing, it was in the 60s. It started with the mafia paying radio stations to
Right.
do it, and then it became illegal. It's actually illegal to do it.
Right.
So all this payola is under the table, but it's not
course.
new. As long as
It's
it's the
not new.
music,
It's
if
definitely
you
not
look
new.
into how record labels work, record
But-
labels just go under the table to get everything they want. Streams on
1,000,000%.
Spotify. That's what that payola pretty much became. Spotify playlisting.
1,000,000%.
That's what it became, playlisting.
But the problem that I have with it, especially in the Canadian scene now, look at the Canadian music. Look at Canadian radio. First of all,
Yeah.
what's played on Canadian radio?
Anything, I don't know. American music.
Nothing.
Nowadays they play some.
They
hip-hop.
play this. They sprinkle it.
Only Flow.
They sprinkle it in here and there. Like, but you'll hear Pooh Shiesty.
Record
You'll hear other artists that are not Canadian. That's the point I'm trying to make. Because they don't have the money to fucking pay these guys to play their tracks.
Yeah, man.
That's fucking
It's the game.
disrespectful, bro.
It's the game.
You're a Canadian DJ on a Canadian radio station, and you want like, yo, give me $1 million to play your record.
So should
Yeah,
we be
yeah, because
having-
Universal gave me $1 million.
Fuck you.
The fuck, yeah.
Fuck
It's
this
the
guy.
game.
Fuck this
I get
guy.
it, but like it's the game.
That's
And I'm
fucked
not
up.
like this is not new to me. I've
So
known
you
this
can't.
since 2000.
So
whatever.
him personally, because I know, like we know who this guy is. He claims to be the person who's like, yo, I support Toronto artists. I do this, I do that. But you're
Now,
not doing
Is he
it.
saying you gotta have it, or is he saying unfortunately, because I don't own this
Okay.
platform.
I like that
this
you
is
asked that.
The list
I got
that I'm
receipts.
faced on.
I got receipts. So I'm like,
Okay.
I commented and I added it, and I'm like, yo, that sounds like payola.
It is.
I'm like, as a I didn't say as a broadcast student, but what did I say? So that's not payola. I thought that was frowned upon in radio. And then he responds to me saying, what you're paying for is someone to work your record,
Yes.
not paying the actual radio stations themselves. Payola. Maybe a mil was an overstatement. He deleted that statement because he literally openly admitted to payola.
Yeah.
It's not
Right?
new.
He changed it to saying a mil was probably an overstatement. That was meant to be overall marketing budget for a record. More like 100 to 200K to hire someone to work that record at radio for you in the US. You pay that person for the service, not the station directly. He changed his whole entire statement.
I mean, listen.
Come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, what if
I'm not.
the
This is not
Polo
new
G's
to
of the
me.
world, or I should say, not the artists, the Universals of the world, are the ones that keep their lights on?
That's
And that's fair, but don't deny it. Say it with your
because
chest.
it's illegal. It's actually illegal in the 60s. It came out with a rule, like the whatever came out with a rule. Like if you caught doing payola, you go to
Yeah.
jail for it. It's a big jail time.
1,000%.
So they're never gonna admit they do it, but it's not
1,000%.
new that they
But
do
don't
it.
claim to be the guy,
There's a
like-
reason why you hear the same songs on the radio
That's
from
what
the
I'm saying.
same
That's
record
exactly
label.
what I'm saying. And there's no Canadian representation, so don't claim to be the guy that's like, yo, I'm putting on for this city. I'm showing
see,
love
that
for this
part,
city.
don't do that.
And then you do the opposite.
Don't do that.
Come
part.
on, my guy.
Admit to saying, yo, look.
That's all I wanted. Come on, my guy.
I would. This is what I would say if I was him. I would put on if I could, but you know.
But I need my money. I need my money.
That's all I'm
Yo.
saying.
If
I'm gonna
you
put on
said
if I
that,
could.
I would rate it.
Yo, Dill said,
Sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas.
Keep it leak, bro. Keep it
yo,
leak.
yo, Dill said,
I'm upset.
I'm upset.
50,000 on my
Gotta
head
pay
is
free smoke,
disrespect.
free smoke.
yo,
Hey,
Dill reacted like, yo, Dill was like,
Ole.
I think that's
Yo,
all I have. Yo,
fam.
Dill was like,
That
Got
shit
me.
is fucking trash. Don't get the
Fuck off my airways.
Got me heated,
yo,
bro.
man said, get off the air. Oh my God.
Got me heated, bro. I fucking applied to these places, bro. Like, they don't, like, yo, fuck these guys, bro.
Keep
Fam,
or
the game is,
leak.
If you're just realizing the game is
The first keeper leak.
scammed or whatever, you're new, man.
Damn. Okay, so actually, sorry. Before we get into keeper leak, we got 2 minutes. Dos
minutos.
Minutos.
What's the first
in the
keeper
first
leak?
period. First link is about Clifford, man. Who's the what the heck?
Ti
T.I.
announced his new
Keep
album,
or
final
leak?
album. Oh, leak.
New Ti.
I have no conversation.
Ti announces
When's
his
it
final
dropping?
album, Kill the King.
Eventually.
The Grand Hustle rapper has reiterated plans to release his final album, Kill the King. He made his announcement at the end of his new video for What It's Come To, revealing that the follow-up to last year's The Libra is coming soon. Now, in that video, and I wonder if this is a part of it, and we won't expound because I have no conversation on it. In the video, he addresses the trigger warning. In the video, he addresses the numerous women who have accused he and his wife Tiny of different acts. I won't get into the details there. And again, I won't get into any details further than that period. But again, as a result of that video, he says, final album coming soon, keeper leak, new T.I., yay or nay.
Leak. Yeah, listen to it. Whatever.
I'm for that.
I'll say keep, but like not. I don't want him to drop it this year. Drop it like next year. Make us wait a little bit. Because we just got music from you last year, and it was fire.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm
I get
saying?
what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying. You're
Keep
not
it,
wrong.
but leak it.
I'm not mad at that.
It's Ti.
I'm not mad at that. We can sneak the
what?
actually no, we can't low key. End of the first period. We are gonna start the second period by finishing our keep it or leak it. We're gonna get into our shoutouts. And then we got some new music for you, followed by what is in our rotation.
It's all about
We'll
the
be back.
albums.
Who wears short shorts?
I wear shorts.
The second period is sponsored by Shola and Dill. That is sponsored by Shola and Dill.
Wear
So
shorts.
we're back with our next Keep It or Leak It. And the next Keep It or Leak It is that new Wiz Khalifa.
Yo, I still feel bad for walking out on this show, bro. I still feel bad.
What year was this?
Yeah, we fucked up.
2019?
Wow.
We fucked up. It was a good show, but we wanted to see Ray Shremmerd.
And the rain really fucked up the whole
And the rain was like, yo,
like,
white boys were mosh pitting.
It was outside?
Jumping in
It was
pools
mostly
like they're Jeff
amphitheater.
Hardy, bro.
Wow.
most in the amphitheater, and like even
okay,
so
yeah.
one act came out and then it started raining and we were in the lawn.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
So like they moved everyone to the front, but like, it was just the rain just made everything so
vibe was
uncomfortable.
off, like-
yeah, the vibe was off, and yeah.
We still got Sway Lee in them.
Oh, yeah, that was
and
a
then
good
we're
show.
like, we're satisfied, we're done.
Yeah.
Like Wiz was going, we're like decent, and then we're just like, yo, honestly, this rain.
I'm over it.
Yeah, exactly.
fucking here.
I think it was a weekday too. It was just one of those.
My socks are soggy and shit.
But
Yeah, for real.
that new Wiz Khalifa's dropping, but not in the way that you thought. So if you remember, I mentioned Wiz Khalifa signed to PFL as like an advisor or something like that.
That's the boxing one.
No, PFL is
It's
the one that Clarissa Shields, the
martial arts,
boxer,
no?
just won.
Yeah, that
Mixed
one. That's what I
martial
said. Oh, it's mixed martial.
Mixed
Yeah,
martial arts.
you know not what I meant.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we know that he signed that as an advisor. They're gonna use his music and things like that.
Advisor. Yeah, right.
Now it looks like celebrity fights are not coming to an end. We saw Lamar Odom, Aaron Carter,
I only saw Jesus and Mero.
of course.
Did they fight?
Of course.
Lamar Carter.
Lamar Carter.
Lamar Odom and Aaron Carter. Yeah, they fought.
They fought already?
But
didn't see
speaking of that new Wiz Khalifa might be the newest celebrity to cross over into combat sports. The rapper said that he would like to compete in a mixed martial arts bout in the future, although nothing is in the works. He says, I definitely have interest in doing it myself. That's what he told Rolling Stone. So
Keep. Just make some music.
he's
bro.
been training kickboxing.
He's been
I don't
training
know,
for a few years.
I've been training
now.
basketball too.
For a
I'm
few
not in
years,
the
just
NBA.
like Jake Paul's been training for
top guys though.
So
don't
what?
care about
Okay,
Jake
so
Paul.
what if? I want to hear some real shit for a minute. What if you were gonna be in a celebrity game where you're getting paid $2 million to play ball against another amateur?
Well, of course I might do it.
Wiz
Because you
Khalifa.
play
But I wouldn't be mad if someone said. But I wouldn't be mad if someone's like, I don't watch that guy play ball.
But
I
then
won't
you'd
be
like,
mad.
"Oh,
I
I've been
get
playing
it.
ball for years.
I'm a baller.
Of course, but I won't be mad if someone's like, yo, I don't want to watch this guy play ball. I'm like, yo, I get it. I'm not LeBron. I get it. You know, I'm not
Fair,
CP.
okay,
You don't have to watch me. So yo, keep that. I don't want to watch it. I
No,
don't
you
want to
got
watch
me there.
Jake Paul.
You got me
I
there.
didn't want to watch none of the. I didn't want to watch Jake Paul fight. We're just
That's true. You
happened
also
to be
didn't want to
here.
watch Floyd either.
I
So
just
it's
happened to
like,
be
damn.
here. I don't care about combat sports. That's my biggest thing. I just don't care about
shit,
combat
he
sports.
collapsed.
Yeah, they canceled the fight. They canceled. They suspended the match.
Shit, I hope he's good, bro.
I said that earlier, but no one's paying attention, so I just kept quiet.
Because he's a
Oh,
baller. Christian Eriksen's a
shit.
baller
Yeah,
still.
he's a top player.
Yeah,
What?
fuck.
Suspended 43 minutes in.
Shit.
There's the next.
Oh, we got shout outs.
shout out.
We got shout outs.
Oh, that's probably loud. I'm
The
sorry.
first shout out is in order to the GOAT,
The goat.
Simone Biles. The GOAT, Simone Biles. She becomes the first woman
Belgium, Russia.
to win 7 U.S. all-around titles, obviously in gymnastics. She now has more all-around titles than any other woman in history, which is amazing. Again, definitely a shout out to Simone Biles. She the GOAT for that. Let me give her a round of applause.
TSN. Never mind.
Which channel?
They didn't give me a channel. There's a Chicago Sky, and Indiana Fever.
Oh God, that's gonna
And
be on
Candace
like-
Parker's playing. And she balling
know,
already.
yo,
7-3-2. And I want to see Candace. But I don't know what channel it's on. It doesn't give me a channel. It's
Yo, fam.
Prime Video and CW26. Whatever the fuck that
I
is.
can't remember her name, but yo, I seen one of these
local
players the other day. She looking pretty good still.
Like her game.
Yeah, her game. Her game.
Okay.
Her game.
I can
Yeah.
clarify because I was going in a different direction.
Never know what you're talking
Nah,
about.
she's fire though. She's sweet.
Damn, I don't even know what channel to put it on.
It's all good. Is the second shout out you, Teyana Taylor?
Yeah. I posted a second shout out. A second shout out has to do with Teyana Taylor. Teyana Taylor has become the first black woman in 2021, in this big age year that we're in life. The first black woman to be named Maxim's Sexiest Woman Alive.
And those pictures were
So
fire.
let's give that a round of applause.
I stand up for this one.
It is self-explanatory. That is Teyana Taylor.
Yeah.
And you probably not.
And we're moving on to new music. We're moving on to new music.
New music.
So yeah, let's get into that new music. As usual, shout out to @BallTillWeFall on Twitter,
Tweet, tweet.
aka Scream Man from
Scream
the Joe
Man.
Budden Podcast, aka
Why didn't
Alex
yeah.
from the Need to Know Podcast. He posts that new music list that comes out each and every week. That list is updated very regularly. That list is in Twitter thread format. So definitely take a look at that, and you get all your music fixins for the week. So I will follow that list in terms of telling you what's come out, and then obviously we'll get into what we listen to. Migos, Culture 3, that's an album, of course. Meg Thee Stallion came out with Dot Shit. Polo G, Hall of Fame, that's an album. Lil Durk, The Baby, Nicki, Young Thug, a few more people on there. St. John and SZA came out with a Space Jam soundtrack single called Just For Me. I know there was another Space Jam record that came out
today, this week?
Yeah, I saw it. I'll get to it later in the list, I guess, because I thought I saw it. Kodak Black came out with Happy Birthday Kodak, that's an EP.
I don't listen to Kodak.
Her came out with We Made It, that's a single. French Montana, FW.
It means something because I actually listened to that song.
With me, get about it. I don't know.
it actually means something. I listened to the song, but it's actually a pretty fire song.
FWMGAB, that's a single. Juicy J, The Hustle Still Continues, the deluxe.
I couldn't find this.
Couldn't find it
because I was like, yo, you know we like Juicy J on this podcast.
Probably a SoundCloud thing or something. I don't even know. Bandcamp or something. Who knows? Doja Cat came out with Need to Know. That's a single. Oh, this one. No, that's Fast 9. My fault.
Either way, I'm waiting for both those. Sorry, I'll cut you off. I'm waiting for both those soundtracks to just come out before I listen to these. Because now they're just dropping singles. I'm not trying to listen to
like every single week before the movie comes out. Yeah. God damn. Tyga, Moneybagg Yo came out with Splash. That's a single. Benny the Butcher and Harry Fraud, Sync. That's
music
a single
of the Harry Fraud.
Pierre Bourne, Life of Pierre, 5. That's an album. Gucci Mane and Pusha like 34 and 8. Oh, I thought they were stating their ages.
Pusha is in jail, by the way, and he's probably not coming out. Just to let you guys know.
Damn.
Because yeah, that's a story for a different day.
Emotional Oranges came out with the Juice Box. That's an EP. Gold Link came out with a record called White Walls. Guap Dat 4000 and Illmind came out with the 1176 Deluxe.
Illmind.
Larry June came out with Orange Print. That's an album. And Skyzoo came out with All the Brilliant Things. That's an album as well. That's kind of where it stops for me.
Lil Got It came out with the Chef Got It album. Not going to listen to it, just want to say it. Maroon 5 came out with Jordy, the deluxe version. If you like the original, you like the deluxe, I think. And yeah, that's all I really have, because I'm not going to talk about singles. There's just way too many singles.
Yeah. We didn't listen to any singles this week.
Yeah. Honestly, the albums just took over my time, right? And they were really albums I were expecting, I were anticipating, and most of them did not disappoint. And I listened to most of them a few times.
I only listened to one album this week, to be honest.
I named the episode before we started. I called it All About Albums. So I technically have to say All About Albums at least once in this episode.
I said it earlier too, right? Just you don't know about albums, you're all about the albums.
All about albums. All about albums.
All about the albums, baby.
But there's no just all about albums.
All about albums.
All about albums. All about albums. AAA.
AAA, Mom, Brampton.
Triple H.
All right, we'll be starting with this. Wait, who's our headliner? Migos.
Migos.
Okay,
Migos.
Let's go Migos.
Migos.
Offset.
I can start with Bobby Sessions.
Okay, I listened to part of Bobby Sessions, and I listened to 2 songs on Pure Bourne.
Okay. So Bobby Sessions came out with one called Manifest.
Yes.
This is obviously through Def Jam Records, which you know Bobby Sessions is signed to.
Yes, sir.
It's 12 songs, 41 minutes. I was gonna say 44. A good select number of features on here. Let me just pull up the album. Bobby.
Yes, he had Rick Ross on one track.
Yep. Rick Ross was on the first track.
Wasn't Benny on one of his tracks?
Benny the Butcher and Freddie Gibbs was on the record. Hollywood Baby. I don't know what that is. Hollywood Baby.
It sounds so familiar. Like I've listened to him.
And Lecrae.
Lecrae, yep.
So, select features on here.
But good features, to be honest. Features. Really high level features.
Good features. Definitely features. Track 1. So track 1's called Penthouse Prayers. Rick Ross is on that one. Sounds like a record Rick Ross would be on.
Yep.
Penthouse Prayers, right?
It does.
Subject matter's definitely in his wheelhouse.
Definitely.
Bobby Sessions is flowing good on that one.
He is.
10 out of 10 opening track. I'm not saying, this is the greatest song ever. I'm saying great way to start an album.
Yes, I agree
like the
with
same way J. Cole started with Killer. Yeah. It's the same way Bobby Sessions is coming in with a
talk about
Ross
intros.
Verse, and he's floating as well.
Set the bar high, or not set the bar high, but let me know what I'm getting myself into.
Definitely. Track 2 kind of had that celebratory bounce to it. That one's called Heaven on Earth. I'm just picking out some records that I really liked on here. Track 5 I really liked. That one's called Distractions of the Flesh.
That one with Benny and...
No, that one, the one with Benny is track 4. That's called Gold Rolex. Okay. Track 5, Distractions of the Flesh. Like I was mentioning on that one, kind kind of introspective in some ways, like that more, you can even tell by the title, Distractions of the Flesh, Distractions of Life, you know, like things like that. So kind of has that introspective feel to it. Like it's one of those records where if I'm saying, yo, I was bumping a new Bobby, and you're like, who's Bobby Sessions? I'll be like, yo,
listen to this track.
Take this in.
Like, that's a track to sell him.
Exactly. Like, and then I'm not saying, again, it's, you know, hot shit Dylon. I'm saying, I'm saying he's really spitting some real shit type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, something to make you think, something to make you really be like, okay, this artist got it. Even if it's not for you, you're like, this artist, okay, I can see the talent in there. You know what I'm saying? Track 8 kind of has the same vibe to it. That one's called Celebration of Your Higher Self. Kind of self-explanatory. Coincidentally, that one is 3 minutes and 33 seconds in length. I don't know. I mean, celebration of your higher self, because he said, celebration of your higher self. Look inside, you can find your wealth.
I mean, that's that king talk, bro. That's that king
I mean,
shit.
I don't know. 333 just sounds like it fits.
I'm not complaining. I'm just asking. I just want to know.
That's that
I'm not saying it doesn't. Like,
I don't know.
I just want to see if it does. I'm like, oh shit, that's sick.
I don't know, but I mean, again, it's a solid listen, right? Like a solid listen. Obviously, this is an artist that I've been following for a while since he opened up for Boogie. He put on a really good show at that time.
We had no idea who he was.
No idea.
Listened to him in the car.
And we're like, whoa.
Okay. Put on the show.
Been following him since. Found out he was on Def Jam. You know, had some features here and there.
I just got signed by Def Jam.
And I just guys draping up each other.
That's rugby.
Give him a Def
It's not NBA.
But all they did was drape, and didn't do nothing else. I'm dead, yo.
I liked it.
I took it off.
It was a solid listen, I guess. Like you said, it's not my type of music necessarily. So it's New York, almost like it's New York music, New York style rap.
Well, see, the interesting thing is that in some ways, New York style rap, or I would almost generalize that instead, because it became a little bit more global, or at least countrywide at this point in life. Backpack type rap.
Yeah. That's
more of like that. He's from Dallas.
Oh, really? I always thought he's from New York, too.
Exactly. And
I thought he was from New York until you said it.
Almost like Cole.
No, I know.
Right?
I know Cole's from Carolina.
Well, no, but we know that, obviously. But he
stays in
lived in New York for a while, and
Yeah.
he, not claimed it, but he used to say King of New York and shit.
He did.
So obviously he's carrying that, for lack of a better word, backpack type of rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not the same way, but...
Not the same, but obviously to try to draw some comparison. But yeah, he's from Dallas, so he's not that. So I would say more of kind of a backpack type of rap.
Solid listen, like you said. Solid listen.
It's solid. I'm not mad at it. I will say this though: the second time I listened to it, it was significantly better than the first.
I feel like that's what happened to me. I need to give a second.
First, I wasn't really musical vibe type thing. Second, I was just friggin', it's sunny outside. I was friggin'
Back home smoking legal.
in my backyard, with my speakers out and shit like that.
And my first listen to was between Polo G and Migos, and I was just looking forward to the Migos one. But I just didn't want to go straight there, so I was like, yo, let me listen to this one out.
You need to warm up still.
And I was like, you know what? Like, halfway through it, I was like, yo, can this just end already so I can listen to Migos?
That's funny as
So
hell.
it might have affected my listening experience, to be honest.
Solid listen though, definitely a solid listen. I'll get into one more very quickly from Skyzoo.
I feel like you've talked about
I have talked about Skyzoo in the past. This one's called All the Brilliant Things. 14 songs, 55 minutes. For those that don't know who Skyzoo is, rapper out of Brooklyn. So you obviously already know which subgenre of hip hop he's in, just based on me saying
Was
that.
it like a freestyle, like a battle rapper?
I don't
like
listen
way
to battle.
back?
I don't follow battle rap, so I don't know. To be honest,
shit is
but
fun.
obviously in the subgenre of hip hop that he's in, he's almost like that CJ McCollum type player. Like, and this shit is fun as hell.
That's crazy stuff.
That's fun.
It's fucking chaos, bro.
But it looks fun though.
And then somehow it's 48-18.
Like, they know what they're doing,
Yeah,
but
I
it looks
don't know
fun. It's
shit
just
about-
run, kick, come out, run, stop.
I don't know shit about
throw it
football.
up.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I don't know what. I've played rugby once. Is it rugby?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Australian.
Australian Football League.
Yeah, I
Yo,
played it
fam,
once, I
who
think.
knows, bro?
But sorry, go on.
No, like I was saying,
I was distracted.
Skyzoo kind of like that CJ McCollum type player in this
Like, shoots mid-range?
subgenre of hip hop. Probably never gonna be an all-star.
Oh, okay.
Like borderline.
Not really
And
borderline.
not even really borderline. Unfortunately, just statistically where the NBA is today.
He's good at what he does.
Doesn't mean he's not effective, but exactly good at what he does. Effective, always gonna get paid. Always gonna have a gig. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gonna last long in the league.
He's not gonna have the accolades to say, but he will. He'll have a spot.
the notoriety like a Jamal
Yes.
Crawford in some
Exactly,
ways.
where everyone respects you. Like,
Okay.
Intro track, that one's called Free Jewelry. Offers me a lot. I mean, you get like 3 beat changes
in
in there.
one track, holy.
You get like an extended
beginning.
intro with monologue. I'm like, okay, so he's we're monologuing at the beginning, which I like. Then he kind of gets into that lyrical type flow that I was talking about, and then he ends it off with a beat switch, and he's continuing to flow after the beat switch fades away. I'm like, at the end, I'm like, yo, that first track gave me a lot. Let me go back and let me just try that again, because it gave me a lot in a good way. So again, speaking of intros, it set the tone. Let me just play a little bit of that just to kind of give you an idea
Of what you're getting?
of the type of music you're gonna get from Skyzoo.
Skyzoo. Slazoo. Pull up with the hafu. My chapu.
This one's called Free Jury. Jury.
Jewelry.
Oh, you know what? I gotta change it to this device.
Oh, wait, listening on a speaker.
It was still connected to the TV. Right here.
Alone, but still won't leave that house without their Rosetta Stone. Cause conversations can body you off of context. So don't mistake me, yo, I don't do this for complex. No pitchfork or any other facade. Where the culture is determined while chugging the PBR and telling you how to represent.
Solid.
Not bad. Huh?
You know what I'm saying? Solid.
Boom
Can't be
rap.
mad at it.
New York rap.
Sounds good. You can listen to the whole thing. I fuck with it. Hella solid. That's
know
really
what
all I
that
got to
is.
say about that. What do we want to move on to next?
Bourne.
Yo, Pierre.
I only listened to 2 songs on this, to be honest, which was the Uzi track and the Cardi track, because I don't really care about pure rapping.
I used to always ask myself, why is the comma in his name like that?
That's just like French.
No, I know, but
El
like-
Français.
Just saying.
So did you listen to the full album?
I'm not gonna say the full one. I
But
listened to
you
enough to
skimmed
give
it.
an
You skimmed
opinion.
it. You skimmed it.
I listened to enough to give an opinion.
Okay, so because that's what I'm saying. I think Cardi's track. I'm just gonna go straight to that. I think he knows how to work with Cardi well.
Yeah,
Cardi sounds really good on that. I like that track, to be honest.
I do.
And the Uzi track I did not like.
I like before you get to the Uzi one, I do like how so the Playboy Cardi record is track number 2.
Yes, second track.
I like how the intro's like him talking to his mom, phone call type of vibe.
Oh, sick. I like that.
And then it switched into the record really well. So I'll just play a little bit of the intro. Phone call, Kendrick type shit. Right. So I'll play the last 5 seconds of the phone call intro leading into track 2.
I'm gonna call you right back, girl. Okay, I'm gonna call you right back.
Baby, give me brain. Baby, go insane.
Yo, I'm like, okay. Jeez.
That was a song.
I'm like, jeez, that shit is fire.
Who's that?
That's
Bourne.
Pierre Bourne.
Okay.
Yo, Pierre.
No, I thought it would be a decent album. Like I know Pierre to be a good
Producer.
Producer.
His production is
You know
fire.
what I mean?
But-
So
The transition thing actually was a theme of the album.
Oh, that's
I will
sick.
say that.
That's sick. I like
Like, I
that.
think it was every single record had
A transition
what
like
you
that.
just listened to in terms of the transition. I was like, okay, Pierre. Okay,
That's
Pierre.
fire. He's a producer, so I'm not surprised.
The production was Pierre.
A1
Yeah.
quality,
It was
I'm
Pierre,
assuming.
right? It's good for the most part. But I can't say the songs were good.
Yep, and that's always been my problem with Pierre Bourne. Is like I can't listen to him rap. I'm sorry, like I don't want to hear you rap. Like you don't make good rap songs.
I liked the Uzi record, to your point. That was called Sauce Boy 2. That almost sounds a little
Hello, sus.
sauce.
Hello,
dog.
sus.
Sounds a little sauce. Yo,
Sauce Boys?
it's called Sauce Boy. Sauce Boy 2.
Roll, one of my pairs is jaw door. Nigga play game like a next four. So much money coming in, I don't.
He doesn't sound bad though. He sounds pretty good.
He sounds me like I've heard better. As a person that loves this type of genre, he's not in the top category. I'm not listening to mediocre
feel that.
because there's so many people in this category. I'm not trying to listen to fill my ears.
I
with
like track
mediocre.
9 as
feel
well.
that.
Track 9's called Practice.
I can take it your way. Yeah. This is like practice. SpongeBob, my nigga Patrick.
Yo, give me Cardi on.
That's
baby.
crazy.
Cardi would have.
My nigga Patrick.
That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. What made him put that bar in the song?
Oh man,
a
but to
weak
the
bar.
point of the transition. So I'll play the last 5 seconds of the Uzi
Like I said,
record.
SpongeBob.
It's a weak
My
bar.
nigga Patrick.
It's a weak bar.
I'll play the last.
All right, man.
It's so weak. Like I heard, it, I was like, okay, like
All right, man.
that's yo. Actually, I saw a tweet about that, and so I was like, yo, we're memorized by the weakest bars nowadays. I'm like, yes, we are. Like someone just said, yo, I'm eating a
That's
burger.
crazy
I put
still.
mayo on that shit. Yo, oh my god, he put mayo on his burger.
The weakest bars are the most
My nigga
memorable these
Patrick.
days.
No,
Nah.
stop. You're wrong though.
Funny bars.
You're wrong though.
Fam, I remember that bar more than any bar that I remember for like the last 3 albums I listened to.
Relax. The last 4
SpongeBob,
seconds of the
SpongeBob.
Uzi record leading into the SpongeBob, my nigga Patrick, to the point of the transition sounds like this. So last 4 seconds of Sauce Boy 2. then it gets into these guys are bold.
Yo, no equipment.
Cuss, bro.
Oh my
Jeez.
god.
He felt that one still.
Look at his face. Of course he did. Both of them did.
Yo, that's some WWE shit right
That's
there.
wild, bro.
Yo, he's getting carted off.
Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, again, like, for this album, for me, like, the beats had me going. I guess you can say the production had me going because it's Pierre. Like, it's vintage
I'm kind of
Pierre.
iffy now after this SpongeBob bar, to be honest.
I don't like his rap.
Again, just I wasn't feeling the actual music itself. What I will say is that literally Go Fishing.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Literally every song is that playlist quality of record where you're not mad at it.
Yep.
It's just like, I'm not gonna bump this for an album, bro.
Exactly.
Like, I
I
have
agree
no
with that.
interest in listening to this
Because in his last album too, there was one song I really liked from that. Like, and it was him only on that song. I was like, yo, this song is really nice. But
Now, if you're at a day party and you hear this random record called
SpongeBob,
42, this record's called 42, track 5. I just took literally a random one. And let's maybe go to the middle.
In the corners in a rover, hold on, crash a rental. I used to make it drive to a knees, we added to
No, that one's not it still. That one's not it. Let me give it one more.
I know what
Let me
you're
give it one more.
saying,
Let me give
though.
it
I know
one
what
more.
you're saying,
Let me give it
though.
one more. Track 14. This was called Groceries.
Skyway all the way to the end.
The bag like me, the cash like me, the fast like me. Like Soulja Boy got stacks on deck. She too young, I'm past the take. New bitch let niggas smash like Melee, huh?
Okay, see,
this song?
first of all, I don't fuck with young lines. If she's too young, you shouldn't even say that line. Like, if she's too young, I stop talking to her immediately. I pass her to someone.
That's wild.
Like, see, like some people need to learn. Like, yo,
That's a wild
learn
thing
how
to
to
say
rap,
still.
people. Like, some you guys bars
I'm
are
even
just.
taking that bar. That's wild.
Yo, he's like, yo, if she's too young, I pass her to something. I'm like, yo, don't pass, man. That's right. If she's too young, I delete her from my inbox.
She shouldn't even
Like,
be there.
that's what it is.
Like,
That's wild.
you gotta go.
Holy shit. Did I listen to the next 3
You
albums?
listen to the next
Oh,
one.
shit.
Because next one I listened to was Polo G. And there's
Yeah, let's do that,
1,
man.
2, 3. Do Polo G?
No, let's do
Oh.
the 3 that I listened to just so we have a banter for the last 2. Okay, so the next one I listened to was Larry June. This one's called Orange Print.
No, I'm serious.
He's a Bay Area rapper.
Oh shit, I like Bay Area rap.
He's from San Francisco. Let me actually pull up his info here. This one's called Orange Print.
How did you hear about him? Has he been
I've
around?
heard the name before. Like, it's one of those where, like, you've heard the name
But never
either through
actually-
features or through just knowing the name.
Okay.
Like, I can't say I know Lecrae's catalog.
But you know.
But I know if I see Lecrae, I'm like, that's Lecrae on the record. Like,
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Right? I've seen the name before.
you know what I'm
I've
saying?
heard the feature
I've
once or
definitely
twice.
seen the name before. Like, so when I saw this, I said to myself, okay, I'm going to give it a listen. You know,
Alright, fair
I
enough.
think I was... I listened to maybe 1 or 2 of the main ones, but I didn't want to get to 1 or 2 of the other main ones yet.
Yeah, one of them.
So
exactly.
I think like just like you did, I'm like, okay, Larry June, I'm in. Good intro. This intro's called From Uncle Herm, Part 3. The intro
Part 3.
featuring Herm Lewis.
Shout out to Herm. Shout out to Uncle Herm.
Then call yourself a hero. Success don't happen by magic. There's no hocus pocus.
One of those Kanye, who will
Crazy.
survive in America? Who will survive in America? Who will survive in America?
Probably the same guy.
It could be. Definitely set the tone. I'm like, okay, we're he's setting it up.
Yep.
Furious. Huddle up, Andre. Oh, good job, Larry. Way to go,
I'll let
Herm.
it transition into track 2.
That's him.
I was broke as fuck, baby on the way. Had to make a way. Pimpin' selling anything to bring in this case.
See, that's how you rap. Selling. Don't say nothing. Keep it vague. Like, what are you selling? I was just selling diapers. What are you talking about?
Facts.
I like that. That's not bad.
Good. Yeah, and then like I said, that transition, I like that
I
one.
like that too.
Track 2 is called Tangible Assets. So that one's produced by Jake One. I just really like that. I was like, okay, that sounds alright. Track 11 was another pretty decent record for me.
You know, Jake One like produced the album, or you just that
No,
track?
I was looking at just a few tracks that I thought sounded good, and I saw different producers
Okay.
listed on there. So it's like, okay. I mean, kind of just like a regular thing
Yeah, I do the same thing too. When I'm
from
like,
that
oh,
perspective.
Like, yo, it's not kind of, is it one person that produced a whole album, or is it like different?
I always
people?
wanted that too, yeah. Track 11 is called Escrows and Orange Juice. I'll play a little bit of that one. Where did I say to play from? 130, right? Yeah, I thought it was a good idea to really kind of understand his sound, even though the track 2 kind of gave you that as well. But I'll play this one because this is the one that I pointed out, so there must be a reason for that.
I hope so.
Hopping out this Range Rover, plane rolling in the A. Still get anxiety when I'm riding down that interstate. Had to find a better way. 7 figures in the bank, still got some out the way that do what I say.
What I say.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just it's solid. Like it's like yo,
It's alright.
I'm not mad at this. Like because obviously we know hip hop nowadays is just everything is up tempo.
It is.
Like SpongeBob, my nigga Patrick. It's just up tempo. Like this to me is a good change of pace. Like
It really is.
I just want to cruise. It's sunny. My sunroof is open. Let me just cruise. I'm not trying to speed and rush stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Relax.
definitely would hit different in the bass. Still, like I know I can see why they fuck with it.
Yeah, Hundo for sure. I could see that. Larry June Orange Print. That one's a solid one for sure. And this one, see here, we got about 5 minutes left in the second period. I can definitely get through this one. Ransom. This one's called 7.
Oh shit, Ransom.
But rather than a V, it's the number 7.
Oh wow, real
'Cause
creative.
I guess the sharp 7 looks like a V.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know.
No, not even close.
I mean, I
Nah.
never understood
Alright.
that one. Anyways, this one's 7 songs, of course. 22 minutes.
Imagine it was 12 songs.
7 with 12 records and 7 minutes. Soul sample type beat with bars. I mean, at the very
bars.
beginning.
Of course, you got
It's
it.
Ransom,
Ransom.
like I
You're gonna
know
get
it.
bars.
So
On
what
track
would you
one.
expect? Uzi type beat?
As
Imagine,
soon as-
bro, you came with like SpongeBob. Yo,
My
that'd be
nigga
crazy.
Patrick.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
On a 12-track album named 7?
That'd be
It's called
crazy.
MV.
Bro, we should produce an album out here, I'm telling you.
I'm going to.
6 of us came
In
out
the
with an
sense,
album.
that's why they
And
find me
bumping
guilty.
it.
Riding shoddy is my homie in the future. He'll probably try to kill me. But presently, that thought I find it silly. To my surprise, the thought of my demise is fantasized amongst niggas who plan.
SpongeBob. My nigga
SpongeBob, my nigga Patrick. I mean, again, we know Ransom at this point. Like, I'm not gonna comment too long on this because I always give the same commentary for Ransom. But he's full of quotables. Track 2 is called Gluttony. Oh, first of all, sorry. Each track name is a 7 deadly sins. Forgot to mention.
There's
that.
a-
Envy,
there's a thing.
gluttony, greed, wrath, lust, sloth, and pride. For those that don't know, those are the track records in order. Track 2, Gluttony, that one features Lloyd Banks. I like the Return of
he just dropped
Favor.
an album too?
We know that Ransom was on Banks'
Yeah.
project last week. Ransom said on that one, he said, "Fools will learn from mistakes. Geniuses learn from the mistakes of others." I was like,
That's the first time you hear
That's
that?
very Tony Robbins of you, sir.
That's not a bar.
That's very
What do you-
Tony
how can you
Robbins.
say
No,
that's
no,
not
no.
a
You want to say that's
bar,
not a bar?
though?
Because I've heard that 10,000 times before.
But all music is sampled nowadays.
Okay, but that's not a bar. I'm going to give you a bar for singing someone else's
If
bar.
I read Rupee Paul, what's her name?
Repeat Paul?
What's the
Paul?
author's name? Never mind. Y'all don't know authors, man.
I don't know who you're talking about. But
joke
we
is
listen
that
to different,
still-
different.
the
We,
joke
we
is
You had me in the
Stuff.
first half.
read different kind of books.
No, I know that, but it's not like it's somebody who gets slack for saying this girl's overrated. That's why I was trying to make it. Anyways.
Oh.
But you know what I'm saying. But
That's not a bar still.
if you're bringing philosophical bars into your raps,
Then what'd you
gotta
say
you're
after
nice.
that? You
But
just
to
say
be
it?
honest, like the
I can
average,
say that.
the average listener of Ransom, do you think they know where that came from?
No.
I don't know where it came
Or heard it
from,
before?
but I've
No.
heard a smart man learns from his mistake, a wise man learns from the mistakes of
Yeah,
others.
yeah.
I've heard that
Man.
before. I've seen it written on Twitter 6,000 times.
Yo, this
I've
guy
seen
is
it
so
written in a
impressed, the
thing.
Russian judge over
Nah,
here.
man. But that's what I'm saying. Rap is so like
Russian
But this is
judge.
what I'm trying to say about music. Like music is so like out there. There's so much music that if you're not top of the tier, why are you making music? Like that's my thing. Like I'm not gonna give a random guy credit. Like yo, you're not doing it. I can make a rap song to be honest.
You could.
Is it gonna be good?
Probably not.
Probably not. I can make a rap song. And niggas gonna start listening. So I think yo, yeah,
Yo,
bro.
honestly though, if a man could say SpongeBob, my nigga Patrick,
And that's why I did not listen to that album.
I make money off of it. Hey man,
And that's why I'm not
I
getting
wish I
it.
could find a bar.
Anything is possible.
Never hired shooters, fire Rugers, violent bruisers. Known as
all good. I'm just-
anything is possible, bro. I'll be a feature?
Of course. It's gonna be a mixtape called 7 with 12
SpongeBob,
tracks.
Jeez.
Patrick.
No.
Damn,
One
I
minute,
wish I could find
each
that.
song.
1 minute each song, exactly.
Fire. No hooks.
No hooks.
Or all hooks.
3-pointers only.
Just the hook.
You gotta come swinging. 3-pointers only.
Bang, 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 bang.
That's crazy.
Okay, sorry, go back about your
Got a few
album.
seconds left in the second period. Let me see what I can sneak out. What else was I gonna say about this album? Track 3, that one features Royce the 5'9". Royce is going crazy on that verse, and I'll end the second period there, and then we'll get into the third period. Finish off this Ransom album, finish off some more albums, and then we're good to go. Okay, so
No.
track 3, he said, "You can't be my dog if I'm worried about your pedigree."
No, that's a bar. That's
Okay,
actually
I'm
a
just
bar.
making sure.
Okay.
I'm just
Pedigree,
making sure.
the food.
Just making sure.
That's a double entendre.
Just
I
making
like
sure.
that.
Okay.
But that's an original bar. Like maybe someone else said it, but like I've not heard it before.
Okay,
It's not like-
track 4 is called Wrath. I
What's his bar
really
in
love
this
the
one?
I really love the beat on that one. He said on there, listen. He said, "This is how the streets will defeat you. They say money talks, but when it speaks, it's deceitful."
That's a bar.
I'm just making sure you fuck with
That's a
Ransom.
bar. No, I fuck with
making
good
sure
bars.
you fuck with
I
Ransom.
fuck with bars, yeah.
I fuck with good bars.
'Cause
Period.
to me, and no, Ransom. Jokes aside, obviously, Ransom's consistently good, right? To
He's
me,
one of your
he's
favorite rappers. Like one of
consistently
your up there rappers.
there in the higher rap tier of rappers.
Yeah.
Whether say what you want about songs, say what you want about melodic rap or depth or one dimension or this or that. As a rapper,
When it comes to
Ransom
these
is
raps,
Rap.
one of the top right now. And just to put a barometer on there, I've been enjoying Ransom's music more than Benny's.
I believe that.
Right, just to put a barometer there, and obviously we know Ransom has been doing this for a very long time, so it's not to disrespect his tenure at all. But obviously we know the notoriety that a Benny type of artist has right now. I'm enjoying somebody like Ransom's music more, who also participates in that subgenre.
Yeah, makes sense.
Other than that, let's move on to the next album, Emotional Oranges, the Juice Box.
Emo Oranges.
I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, it's
You
8
bump
songs,
this?
it's
I didn't
24
bump it yet.
minutes.
I've been
It
waiting
is
for it.
Dill's type of
Yeah,
music.
that kills me, man.
I don't have extendo review on this one. All I will say is that
I'm
it's
gonna download
a
it right now,
summertime
actually, so I
vibe
can
type
bump it in the
music.
car.
It's electronic infused R&B.
Question, is that no name?
Question.
Emotional
tell me what
Oranges?
you- No.
No name.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's,
Is she in a group?
It's
Yes.
Rory's
Rory's
group.
managed group.
Rory
Oh.
manages Emotional Oranges.
Shout out to Rory, doing his thing on the side.
Yeah, and then this album has been worked on for a while. I know the features have been worked on for a while. There's a number of features from a number of relationships that he has. So Chanel Trees is in here, Big Pig,
I love Big Pig.
Child, Becky G,
Child.
Vince Staples,
Becky G.
They, Yendri, and
Ooh,
Kiana Lede.
They.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
they.
Yeah,
Me too.
yeah.
Yeah,
We know the single was with Becky G.
Never listened
Singing
to it.
in the shower. Oh, sorry, wrong song.
Okay.
Becky G's blow up song was like singing in the shower.
No, I know that song now that you say that. I can't necessarily pinpoint one standout track on this. I can't even necessarily see myself playing it per se.
Really?
I liked EO's first record, and then after that I was like, something is to be desired.
Emotional Oranges is a group, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many of them? Like a lot of
Two.
people?
Two
Oh,
people, yeah.
Two. I'll
You
play a
know
bit
the
of
names?
track 5. This is called Back and
Nothing
Forth.
famous.
I just like the vibes.
Forget me, yeah.
Two guys.
No,
It's a
guy and
girl.
girl, guy and
Yeah.
girl.
Said it once, said it twice, but you don't remember. Hopes it
Like that, and Vince Staples comes in.
How they saying them songs. Broken records tell you sorry, you know. Heard the
Oh, that's gonna get taken down. My bad. My bad. That's UMG.
Yo, Rory, allow us.
That's UMG. My bad.
It's not Rory. Trust me. It wasn't what Rory said.
That's UMG. Oh shit. But yeah, I mean, again, like I couldn't pinpoint a single standout record per se. It's daytime music. It's R&B, summertime R&B. It's electronic infused R&B. Take that for what it may.
Electronic
And
infused R&B.
if you want to listen to that, by all means, listen to
I
that.
like that. Electronic infused R&B.
So two more
Yes.
albums.
Polo G Hall of Fame.
Bare album.
I actually didn't listen to this.
Yeah.
I didn't get
You're
around
missing
to
out.
it yet. So
It's 20 songs.
that's all you.
Which is way too long. 54 minutes. Again, way too long. I've talked about you. 12 to 14 is ideal. He needs to work on his cover art. Oh my god.
Yo, it's like,
all his cover arts have been bad.
Yo, Feb, that looks like 2010 Gucci Mane.
Yo, like
Man said 2010 Gucci. Man was dropping 44 albums a year.
yeah,
that's the kind of mixtape art, like
Fam,
mixtape
like,
that Gucci.
I know
Oh,
you're
it
probably-
does.
I know you're probably trying to put your boy on, but like let your boy work with someone
I'm
else. You
picturing
know?
right now, I'm picturing thatpiff.com.
Fam,
yeah, like,
Go look at go look at his discovery
and
and
then
look,
the download is at the bottom.
look at his last two albums. Look at the album cover. It's just bad.
Yeah, I'm looking.
It's horrible.
they're bad.
But
I made that.
right? Either way, he's one of my favorite rappers.
Nah, he's nice.
I listen to this. I love this album, and I'm going to say this why because after this I went to look at what people are saying. People don't like this guy.
Why?
People are hating on him for they call him Piano G, which I get. A lot of his songs do start, especially on his last album, they started with a piano.
Okay.
And they call him Piano G, like he's one track, same production. I kind of get it, but I
Doesn't he
didn't feel
play
it.
piano?
I don't think he plays the piano.
I think I see a clip of him playing.
Oh, he
piano.
does play the piano. Yeah,
I've seen that too.
but like all the songs are like piano band. He doesn't produce the songs.
I could see that though. Like he can get a little bit repetitive with it, like the sounds like of his songs.
Yes.
They kind of bleed into each other.
So on some of this, with 20 songs, some songs did feel like filler.
Yeah.
There was that song, GNF, Okay. That was a single. You have to play that. And I wasn't a fan of it. He had a song with Nicki. He tried to ting.
Like, try to switch it up.
He tried like with a basic not reggaeton, reggae beats. But it was the one featuring Nicki.
I don't even know if I want to hear that. To be honest, Polo G and Nicki on a reggae beat. No,
skip it if you can. You know,
That's funny.
Tracks like that, but he had features like what's the Australian kid?
Nicki Minaj say body smoking
Yes.
cigarette.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Yo, fam,
Bars.
body smoking cigarette. Yo, what?
His features really went well with him. He had Kid Leroy, Lil Durk. Another track where Lil Durk sounded like King Von again.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's singing King Von's old songs.
He stole a playbook.
But he sounded a lot like King Von. Gang Gang by Lil Wayne. Still one of the best tracks on the album. Fame and Riches. That's Rowdy and Polo. I'm not complaining there. He had a track with Young Thug. That was fire. He had that song Bloody Canvas. Even though it was average production, you can feel you can feel his voice and yeah, whatever. Overall, here's all I'm gonna say about it. It did have its weak points. I won't lie, but
How many songs were on it again?
20.
20 at 54 minutes.
That's way too
and
much.
it's too long, of course.
Way too much.
He still has that he still made good music.
Yeah.
Even though it was 20 songs, it was a really good produced album. I enjoyed this a lot. Way more highlights than duds. Even songs like GNFOK and the reggae track, he could have skipped that, but the highlights were there. He gave us smooth deliveries, very memorial lyrics. He's known for his lyrics too at the same time. A lot of one-liners. He's fluid in his rapping. He was fluid in his singing, which I was surprised by. So I'll end up by saying this. Die a Legend was Polo G telling a story. The GOAT was built off his first album's success. And if Hall of Fame... Sorry, what did I write here? If Hall of Fame's goal is to show that he can go toe-to-toe with several heavyweights, then mission accomplished, yes. The album is not going to say he's the best rapper alive, but it's a step in the right direction. So, yeah, that's all I really got to say. It's just... it's a really good album.
Was Die a Legend, for lack of a better word, acclaimed?
What, that was his last project?
No, that was his first one. It was his... This guy has something.
Okay.
It wasn't his,
Because the GOAT was...
The goal was acclaimed. The goal was acclaimed.
I hate that word, but yeah.
The goal was acclaimed. The Die Legend was he got something. There's something here, but maybe a little bit more.
Because low-key, it's one of those where you look back and you're like, 3 years in a row, this guy came out with, you know what I'm saying? Like you might be looking at that like an accolade. Say 5 years from now. So.
I would say play something, but they're gonna take that shit.
No, they're
down
going
ASAP.
to.
They pushed the fuck out of his album.
Episode's coming down.
That episode. Do you say you listened to one album?
I listened to Migos.
Oh, that's where we're going next.
So then we're getting straight into.
I just took it in.
What?
I just took it in. We're going straight into
I said we're getting straight into the main event.
Straight in. Yo, that song slaps, man.
It's a banger, bro.
That song slaps.
Song of the summer.
I love that.
Song of the summer, hands down. And we haven't had a song of the summer in a while. I don't feel like we
that
had
might be the song of the summer. Straighten in.
Straighten in.
Fam, that song slaps. When you're driving, that song slaps.
Oh yeah.
In my headphones, that song slaps. When I'm sleeping, that song still slaps.
Now we can't play any music here either.
No,
definitely. Yo, QC gonna take us out.
Migos Culture 3, of course, is what we're talking about here. This is 19 songs at 1 hour 15 minutes.
Wow.
It didn't feel like that, though.
75 minutes.
It felt that way. Actually, no, it didn't. Tell me.
It didn't feel that long.
Now I didn't actually listen to the full thing.
Oh, I
will say that I actually don't have super extendo commentary on here either, other than it's hard.
I'll say this.
But yeah.
So one thing I noticed on this album, because I'm not gonna go track by track, it's the Migos. It's a fishing album, so go fishing. Why do all three of them have to be on every track? Like that shit pissed me off. Like every track was like 5 minutes or long. Like why?
It's like an open with Quavo, Offset in the middle, and
yes,
take off.
and they have a feature. The feature's on it too. Like Drake's verse was like a good minute and a half long. Like
Drake's verse was a 2 minutes of greatness.
It was good, don't get me wrong, but like I didn't need to see all 3 Migos after.
I feel you on that.
I'm not mad at that.
Like
it's too long, man.
Takeoff Quavo track and then a Quavo Offset track,
and then maybe a Quavo only track. 2.5 minutes, a Takeoff only track.
I'll tell you why. I have an answer to that.
Okay, I was gonna say something. Like, go ahead.
I have an answer to that because in the streaming era, although it's an album, every record stands on its own.
Yeah, but they're the Migos. If they, I get what you're saying. Nah, they'll do what Young Thug did.
And if any particular record stands out on its own, then it has all 3 Migos members on there.
But do what Young Thug did. Put the Migos on every track, so the Migos get credit for every track.
No,
all
I'm
3
not
of them.
saying credit-wise.
But that's how you get your money, is through the credits. Because you have to be on the track.
But I'm not speaking to money right now. I'm just speaking to a standalone record. If a standalone record, if
make a harder
track 12 Jane becomes the standout record, it's all 3 Migos on there. If track 16 Handle My Business becomes a standout record,
I get it.
All 3 Migos are on there. No matter which record stands out, all 3 Migos are on
So
there.
you want to sacrifice making a solid quality version, make all 3 of you guys on every
to
track?
be honest,
we're family.
But again, we're family. So if I eat, we're all eating. So it's all, if my track blows up, we're all eating anyway.
We're the biggest group
And
ever.
they're family. Like they're literally family.
They are
So, like,
family.
they're all gonna
We're
bring
the
back.
biggest group in the last
They're
10
bigger-
years.
they're bigger than the
I have to be
Beatles.
careful with that.
They are
with
bigger
that
than the
timeline.
Beatles. They're Black Beatles.
I remember when Jesus said that. they got at him.
Yo.
What was I gonna say?
But I was gonna say it. So to your point of like, why don't they switch it up? Because they're better together. like they're all their solo projects were pretty not. They weren't good.
They weren't good. You're right. They weren't the best. They were
You know what I mean?
like
Yeah.
two mediocre and one was shit.
I don't
Some
really
of
want
the
to hear
parts
a
were
solo.
not greater than the whole.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to hear a solo Takeoff song when I can hear all 3 of them together.
Exactly.
But
because it goes fire.
but fine. I don't need to hear a solo song, but all 3 of them on every
But we know
single
it's fire.
track.
But we know it's
We know
fire.
the formula works.
It works.
Bad and Bougie only had 2 of them, and that was their
true.
biggest
No,
song.
Takeoff was on
Takeoff
there.
was not. He was in
He
jail.
wasn't on it.
He was in jail. Uzi got that last verse.
Yeah.
Just
That's
come give an
true.
example, like just
That's
an
just
example.
true.
But it's what I have to say. I have nothing really bad to say about this album.
Nah.
Like other than like it should have been made 2 or 3 songs that could have been there, like The Antisocial with Juice WRLD and that song. But
Yeah.
I feel like someone's trying to get that next birthday song, but no one's got it yet.
Nah, nobody's
Drake
tried.
tried.
Drake tried it. But Drake kind of hit. His kind of hit because it's Drake.
Yes,
And
but
girls want to dance to his songs,
Drake?
whatever the fuck. But
yeah,
nothing's connected.
I think one thing I would say about this album was they need to work on their expression. Like when they're talking about like love, it sounds exactly the same way when they're talking about money.
Okay.
Like and I get like like Zone
Actually,
Turn-
not really. Because
No.
what's that track when it's like, fuck, I can't remember.
I don't remember, but I noticed that too. I was like there's like every song tries to sound like they don't inflect or deflect their voice. Like
Yeah, I feel you.
I wish I could do a little bit more of that, but the teamwork solid on this. Like their transitions, their ad-libs.
Yeah.
Quavo back in form.
Yeah, Quavo's back and forth.
Takeoff did his thing on this. Takeoff showed he's a rapper.
Definitely.
I still think Offset's still the best rapper in the group, like best with the pen.
I
But-
like Takeoff being a little bit more out there,
Mm-hmm.
just out in the scene.
Yep.
I will say this, just and I won't go extendo on this at all. Just it met my expectations, which is a good thing. I think in this subgenre of hip hop, which can quickly become diluted, a group like the Migos comes and reminds you why they're on the top of
Why
the
they're the
subgenre.
Migos.
Yep.
And you're like, yeah, I can hear the difference
get it.
between
And
this
my final
and,
say, you'll hear
you know.
why. I do want to say shout out to the DJs on this, the producers. DJ Darrell, OZ, Buddha, bless this beat. What's Pooh's? Pooh's like, Pooh, where you get? I'm really shiesty. It's like, Pooh, where you get that from? We got Murder on the Beat, so it's not nice.
Murder on the Beat,
Sue,
so it's
I don't know
not
Sue,
nice.
I'm sorry. And 808 Mellow, which is, I forgot what 808 Mellow is, but I think like 808 Mellow, whatever it is. Shout out to him. I will say this, to this, I got this from Album of the Year, so someone wrote this. I'm just going to repeat what he said. 2017's Culture marked Migos' full mainstream breakthrough with tons of hits like Bad and Bougie and T-shirts. Because of that, a lot of people only know them from the Culture era. The Culture era, and have no idea what they were doing before with their mixtapes, such as Wire and 2 and Young Rich Nigga, which is what this sounds more like. It doesn't even sound like Culture, it sounds more like their mixtapes.
Yeah.
The production is so much better than Culture 2 because Culture 2 was trash. We all know that.
I agree with that.
Was it
And the rapping is way more energetic.
Yep.
It's harder hitting. You can feel the energy, and I think.
And that's why I say
I
met
actually think this-
expectations for me, because we were thinking like, okay, Quavo is gonna be back. We can tell once the breakeup happened.
What's straightening? After I
Straightening
heard straightening,
came
I was
out,
like,
right?
everybody's
Yeah,
coming
I'm
in
like,
form.
okay, this is gonna be
They're
something.
coming in form.
Yeah.
If I'm getting straightening 16 times, which I thought I was going to get.
This shit is hard.
But yeah, I liked it, honestly. And to end this week off, 2 of my favorite albums came from this week, this year already. Like,
I'm not mad at that.
They're two of my favorite albums this year. Those are two albums I've bumped
mad at
both
that.
of them at least 4 or 5 times. Polo G like 7, so let's not even go there.
Damn.
So
Yeah, John.
What's in
I'm
my
not mad at that
rotation?
at all.
Screen
All
it.
right, let's get into that rotation, man. Let's end off the music potpourri
Rotation.
segment
Rotation.
by asking what's in our rotation. I could start since it's real short. Recently played, and then I go back here. So in my recently played, I have okay, bless you. Free Lunch by Wale. That's the EP that he came out with, I think 2018 if I'm not mistaken. That one had the My Boy record with J. Cole. To that point, I bumped For Your Eyes Only by J. Cole. I bumped 2 records from Blamo, Malton's very own. For those that are not from Toronto, basically Toronto rapper in some ways. One record is called Sit Down, and the other one's called How Could I Not?
Sit Down.
I bumped Mariba, Azeb, I still don't know how to pronounce that. Azeb. Anyways, I bumped Those Feels Again by Redacted. Check the beginning of the episode. I bumped The Off Season by J. Cole, which will definitely go down as my most listened album this year, yo.
You say that now,
Yo,
so you
man,
find out it's like a Ransom 7.
I'm gonna bump it 114.
This guy's gonna make sure he bumps it.
I'm not even trying to. It's just I bump
I
J. Cole
feel you.
every
Just-
day.
I
I bump
feel
this
you.
album
It's gonna
every
be like
single
me and
day.
Polo G.
It's the first thing I bump in the morning.
It's gonna be like me
Sleep
and
is the
Polo
cousin
G.
of death.
I
No
already know
plans
that.
to doze off.
I think that was one of my most bumped last year was Polo G. It was like second.
Oh
the
my
GOAT.
goodness, man. Solange, When I Get Home. And then outside of that, that's pretty much it. Just new music after that.
Cool. So I bumped Life's a Trip, Trippie Red.
Life's a Trip, Trippie Red.
Heaven Can Wait, 88 Glam.
No, it cannot.
The Off Season, J. Cole.
J. Cole.
Exodus, DMX. Justin Till, Corday. Passion, Pain, and Demon Slaying, Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
Oxymoron. If you're reading this,
Ooh,
listen to every single Party Next Door album.
No, man.
Kissland. And then Flu Game, AJ Tracy, live and direct.
Okay.
All right.
AJ Tracy.
Just fire.
Here we go. I just said this is Kanye West, El Dorado, that by what's his face, 224K Golden,
El Dorado by 224K Golden.
by 24K Golden.
224K
I thought
Golden?
you meant El Dorado by Lil Nas. Actually, what I meant, fire kicked him in the face, bro.
I thought this guy said, you said Kanye, no? Or
I said this is Kanye.
Oh,
sorry. This is Kanye's a playlist on Spotify.
Okay.
Sorry,
Lil Nas X
he was on
record
Spotify.
I
called
was so confused.
Dorado.
It probably is. I don't know.
Memento or something like that?
When he said El Dorado, I was like, yo, this guy.
Nah, I'm not looking
This
at no
guy's
Lil
on
Nas
that.
X. El Dorado by 24K Golden. This playlist called Throwback Thursday, 90s and 2000 to 2010s.
That's kind of fire.
So, it has, how many songs does it have on it? I don't know, but it's 11 hours worth of songs.
Damn.
So, when you put that on shuffle, you almost don't get the same song twice. Squirtastic by Sababy, one of my favorite albums ever. I actually went back and listened to Drug is a Lost Art by RMR, Rumor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I went to listen to this Welcome to Oblak by King Von.
Yes, sir.
Still a
Rest in
fire
peace.
album, to be honest. Yeah, that's really it. I'm going to end it off with Hall of Fame, Polo G, and Migos Culture 3 because I am bumping those consistently. Like I don't think I've ever bumped anything else this weekend except those two, to be honest, since Friday.
It's all about albums.
It's
It's
all
all
about
about albums, baby.
So let's go, Polo G.
It's
Let's
all
go.
about albums, baby.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, kick off some
Yo, this work kills.
This
is wild.
Wait, it looks- it
There's
looks
no
fun.
fouls, fam. Bang.
Score. I was gonna have 56
And then he
points.
jogged down. He sprinted down the whole court for no reason. Like, yo, save your energy. dog.
0 cents.
Please cue that music if you may.
Oh, wait, I got an announcement.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, 2 announcements. First things first, how much time do we got?
We got 1 minute.
Fuck, okay, never mind. That's fine. I mean, quick. Fuck.
Say that again. Bob fumbling.
Yes, CBD Organica wine sold out, and Coi Leray and Pressa are the hottest new couple in the industry.
Nah, that couple.
Big announcement. Sam, I see them everywhere. It's so fucking annoying, bro.
I'm pretty sure that shit's
I tell
fake.
you, Pressa the celeb is
Yo, he's-
booming.
he's
I'm pretty sure
out
that shit
here.
is
On
fake. to be
TikTok,
honest.
he's booming.
That
I
is
told
out
you.
here. Life is a series of moments, and moments pass, so make this last like it's all we have. Never forget that if she is watching SpongeBob still, she is too young for you.
SpongeBob was a sick show, dog.
But she's still watching SpongeBob.
We're
It's
not
kind of
doing
crazy
that.
still.
Ooh.
Shorty.
Please cue the music.
Dude. Go Dylan.
Because with that being said, that will take us to the end of another episode of the True North Views podcast. This is episode 158. Again, please, on all of our socials, help us out. YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification bell, press the thumbs up, let the runtime go up. On our Instagram, like our content, share our content,
share,
post it on your story, whatever else. Press bookmark. I don't fucking know, man. On our Twitter.
This guy.
Yo, you guys are running.
Nah, these guys are wild right
Watch
now.
this. Back to him.
Watch how they kick.
Bang.
Yo, that was a long ass kick. Jump up, catch it.
That was sick.
Yo, that
And
was
he busted
smooth.
that too?
Easy money.
Nah,
Sniper.
These guys are sick.
That was better than a fucking rally in tennis, bro. That shit was smooth.
That shit was crazy.
That shit was so smooth, bro.
Anyways, man, all that algorithmic shit, man. You already know the vibes on that one.
Vibes.
As usual, I go by the name of Harris.
You already know it's Dill Dot, aka the podcast K Dot, aka Caramel Poppy, aka the Caramel God, pulling up from the logo, 3-pointers only. Bang, bang, bang. Huh?
You already know who it is. Skirt Master here, Mr. Triple Double himself, 0 assists. 64 more from the TTC. Popping. I'm also an NBA champion. You can call me just Shoutouts.
Please just tell them that number one rule.
Watch out for the wastemans in this. Oh, we outside, so watch out for the wastemans on the patio.
Facts. We are outside.
Shout out to Ontario for
Ontario's
opening part outside.
opening.
Finally. Oh, what the?
Everyone's vaccinated up. And
Two dose shawty out here, and I'm saying for a vax.
Two
Get
dose
out
shawty.
ready for
Two
this.
dose
Two
shawty.
doses out here, and you got the Pfizer and the bloodstream. We out here swimming. How you know? Let's go.
Views.
We out here swimming.
Podcast.
We out here swimming.
Episode
Swimming in women.
158.
Yeah, I'm sick. I'm a sicko.
Peace.